Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. I feel like everybody's going to be wondering what I'm doing on a rooftop, but we're going to talk about why ads suck again. Because I had another video which is part 1, which is why ads suck, and now we're on the part 2, and we're going to explain why ads suck again. I'm going to have the timestamps right here, just in case people just want to just click through the video, because I guess some people are just, descriptionophobic or something. But we're going to get right into part 1 right now. Yep, it's going to be a very darker toned video. I'm just going to let everybody know this video is not for comedic relief. And yes, I'm actually serious about all these points, so we're going to go step 1, or technically chapter 1. Yes, ads can actually cause mass shootings. How do I know? Because I think about, like, do you think about the Sandy Hook incident, and do you think that kid was just watching YouTube, and he was watching his favorite YouTuber, and all of a sudden he got 3 ads? Don't you think about that? Because when I get an ad a couple times, that my freaking urge to commit a mass shooting goes up by 5% each ad I get. It's not exactly a positive thing to think about, but if I ever go postal, just get these people or something or whatever. But ads are very harmful to your mind, and yes, they can also just the idea of how they work can even engage rage into your mind. It is not something that any person should be willing to be put through. We're gonna go to chapter 2. This kind of felt like a nothing burger. Yeah, as I was stuttering about last chapter, I was actually getting to this one for some reason. Yeah, people can be powerless or stuffed mentally, and by stuffed mentally means like it clogs your freaking thoughts. The only thing you think about is that stupid ad. You don't even think about what the product is. You just think about how you're going to kill people. But we're going to talk about how it makes you feel powerless, because you have YouTube, you have, that's kind of it, maybe YouTube, because I can't think about any other website that's as popular as YouTube, because I know Twitter doesn't have ads because it's social media. Actually, social media don't even have ads now I think about it. But specifically YouTube. So you have it where you had to pay YouTube, let's say $4.99 a week or $10.99 a month. That just takes more power out of your hands because you had to pay these people. People can't just stand up, go to professional court, and go, hey, can you make ads illegal? It's like the reason why mass school shootings are so freaking popular nowadays. Like, you can even connect school shootings on the uprise to YouTube's 2-ad system, because I remember when I was a kid and I used to be on YouTube, that stuff was like 1 ad every other video, and the ads wouldn't be that annoying. You'd get like maybe 1 or 2 for a 10-minute video. And yeah, that was kind of it. You could have skipped all of them too. Then they made it where they appeared more often. You couldn't skip them. Then there's 2 ads. Now there's 3. Apparently someone's got 8. Actually, Hulu's got ads. Never mind. There's a couple other services, but I just think about YouTube primarily. And you're starting to get more of these ads constantly. I remember for an update, luckily they patched it out, where you had to skip 2, if you got 2 ads and they both had a skip ad thing, you couldn't skip out of the first one to skip both. You had to skip both of them, which sucks. Yeah, and that can also make people feel powerless, that they can't just have a setting where they turn it off and there's no ads. I don't really recommend that my video have ads, because that kind of counteracts the point I'm trying to make, but you get the idea of how actually scary ads can be if you think about it. They can clog a system. They can basically make mass shooters if they want. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. Once the friggin' government makes them illegal, all of a sudden YouTube's going to have to start actually using their brain instead of their feet, because it kept running towards a blank wall instead of money. Now we're going to go to chapter 3. Hey look, I'm over here now. Also, I just remembered, even from the last 2, and now chapter 3, how it makes everywhere you live worse. So I remembered this one subreddit called r/asshole design that Ailers makes videos about. I literally just remembered that. It's like, ads ruin everything they touch. Even since the 90s, they clog up your freaking books. They clog up your product. They got product placement everywhere. You got it in movies. You try doing whatever. I just remember that one thing where they're watching TV on a streaming service, don't know what, and they have ads on the bottom half of the screen constantly. I just remember that. But we're gonna go with how ads just suck. They stuff up every part of your life. You go outside, you see it on a bus, you see it on the side of a building, you see billboards. It is just stupid. And I just think about it like, ads are stupid. We all agree with that. I overall think that once they make ads illegal, that the world's gonna be a lot better. But we're gonna go with how it makes your country worse. Cause you have these stupid ads everywhere. Like I just said, they're on public transportation, billboards, or on products, even though it's like you want to buy a Coca-Cola and then you see a Pepsi ad on the back of it, and I'm like, bro, what? It is just, it ruins your day every time you see one. You're watching your favorite videos, you get an ad. Look on Facebook, there's ads right next to it. You're playing a game on a website, there's ads on the side of the page. That's actually how I discovered Roblox, so that's the only good thing an ad ever did. Was because I was playing a game on a Stickman website, which had a lot of games on it, and Roblox was an ad. I actually clicked on it, and it led to the game. Best decision of my life. But other than that, ads suck. I would rather have both my legs blown off of a shotgun than ever watch ads the rest of my life. They just cause dread in a people. They cause anger. They're an annoyance to the modern man. I remember, I think 1,000 years ago, mosquitoes were the biggest thing to worry about. Now it's ads. They just like to suck up your memory banks and make YouTube a way bigger app than it should be. And the fact that ads are monetizable, which makes it disturbing because on YouTube I think there's a thing called adpocalypses everybody knows about. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. And it's all because of ads. YouTube could have been the same great website it was in the early 2000s, or late 2000s technically, if it didn't have those adpocalypses, if it didn't have ads, and if it didn't suck off the dicks of freaking bigger corporations. The fact that that ads are monetizable makes it the worst part of it. Once we make ads illegal, maybe they'll actually have creative ways of monetizing their own crap. Like maybe for YouTube, you actually monetize through the fact that, oh wait, I'm getting to chapter 4, never mind. Here's chapter 4 anyways, I've been rambling into it by accident like I did for the first one. My bad, I thought I was going to freaking chapter 4. Turns out I was going to chapter 5. But for chapter 4, we're going to figure out how to get rid of ads through law and how to counter it. I think honestly, if we had an ad blocker that worked 100% of the time, everybody would freaking download it, so that's a pretty good way to go. But how to make it the law? I don't know why we don't just bring it to the Supreme Court and make it more of a national issue, because ads are a national problem. I think they're one of the biggest problems in America. It's not one of these first world only problems. I'm pretty sure even Africa has problems with ads. Even the other third world countries have problems with ads. But I think we should actually make a proper point to the Supreme Court. Hey, here's the reasons why we shouldn't have ads. They're too monetizable. They literally cause mass shootings more than the media does. They're very low effort. They make me want to freaking kill myself, like, due to how bad they are, because apparently who wants to watch an ad about someone freaking drunk on literally selling wax bars? But then you also got the fact that it stuffs up the market. It literally is probably the reason for the market crash, because you spend way too much on advertisement, not enough on the actual product. And maybe more. We can actually just bring up a lot of points about why ads suck. Maybe send it to a letter to the Supreme Court, or get like as many people to go there and be like, hey, can we not do this? And then they'll probably get to it. But we're going to go to chapter 5 now. This one was a lot more simple to make. Now here was what I was talking about. So here's our alternative to ad monetization. Chapter 5 itself. I was talking about this later in chapter 3, and I thought this was chapter 4, but apparently I can blink and forget some. But we're going to go to the alternatives of ad monetization. We all know it's freaking toxic that YouTube tries cranking out as much ad money as possible from these bigger corporations. Why not they focus on themselves? Have like a proper monetization system. This is, of course, just in case we actually do win and make ads illegal, but for websites like YouTube, I guess Facebook, if you want to consider them one, and streaming services, if they want to monetize off themselves, I don't know why the content from within can't be monetizable itself. Like, say, people are making 10,000 videos a day, like what I'm doing right now, and we upload it on our website and don't delete it. The website can earn money, like $5 per video, which stacks up very quickly, which is perfect, which means it's going to be a lot easier for people's channels to be monetized. It incentivizes YouTube to push actual creators to create good content. They can also work around that with making smaller creators bigger creators, and bigger creators, of course, I guess even bigger, just have more competition for PewDiePie, have channels like mine and other people's actually go up a level, and it overall helps the community out. And this is what I'm kind of striving for. Have like proper monetization, because we all focus way too much on ads and small things that just nick at your ankles. But with other websites, they can also rely on just user input. Like, they can actually do things. And the fact that it is so easy to come up with alternatives and they struggle with it is actually a scary thing to think about. But to think about it more is the fact that even video watch time and overall users on YouTube, even not deleting videos, can also monetize the website way better, because you're more likely to, come across a new video than a new ad. Because I've seen the same ad like 15 times over, like the squash whatever soap thing. And that's kind of it. But to end off this video, and just to think about it, here's another video of the boy.